Hey, what's up everybody? This is my review of Transformers Animated Wild Rider. And Wild Rider is part of the 2011 BotCon exclusive Stunticons set. And Wild Rider here is a repaint of the Transformers animated Lockdown figure. Now Lockdown, I don't have that version, but basically the color of the car, instead of what you see here, it would be a black and green primarily. But as you can see here, this vehicle, Wild Rider, is a dark gray. You've got some red, and you've got some really nice red translucent plastic for the windows, for the headlights, as well as for the tail lights. And this is a very, very wicked looking vehicle mode. I mean, I love it. It's a fantastic. In terms of vehicle mode, this has got to be my favorite vehicle mode of this BotCon exclusive set. As you can see, a very aggressive looking, very gnarly looking muscle car type of vehicle. You got the side exit exhaust pipes on both sides of the vehicles here. You got some spikes coming out of the wheels. A very aggressive looking front end. You got the engine block here with the massive intake here. You've got this chainsaw type of weapon, and looks really aggressive also from the back as well. You've got some spikes on the roof of the vehicle. Really gnarly looking vehicle. Now you can take out this chainsaw looking weapon here. You can take this out. It detaches, and we'll just set this to the side for now, but you can see there. So you can have a very more normal looking vehicle mode if you want. In terms of how it rolls okay. I can see that the wheels aren't turning as efficiently as they could be, and this is the way it came out of the box. Well, actually, it's rolling pretty good now. Anyways, yeah, you can see here, nice vehicle, very cool. And this is probably the largest in vehicle mode of all the BotCon Stunticons we've seen so far. So, with that said, we take a look at the custom instructions. Transformers timelines, we got the Wild Rider, and we got the instructions, which are the exact same instructions as you would see for the Transformers animated Lockdown figure. So you got these, and you've got your bio card. We can take a look here. A nice picture of Wild Rider there, his bio, and finally his statistics. So, transformation for this guy is pretty simple. First thing you want to do is you want to basically separate the whole side of the vehicle on both sides, and they would become the legs. So you want to just untab things here on the back. And the problem I have with this, as you can see here, this is type of a joint here. It comes off pretty easily, but it's not supposed to, so just ignore that. But what's supposed to happen is these rotate around and down like that. Again, this falls off really easily. It's pretty annoying. You want to take off this section of the vehicle here, and this just tabs, or not tabs, but pegs into a hole there. And again, this is being stubborn. Once you have that, you want to fold these down, these little bits here, which were part of the front of the vehicle. You want to rotate the waist here 180, and so now this is going to be the front here. Sorry about that, the front of the robot mode. You want to take the legs, you want to extend out the legs, and do that on both sides, of course, with both legs. And then these bits here will fill in that gap. And just, that's annoying. You want to rotate these down so that they fill in that gap, like so. Nice and tidy there. Do the same thing over here. And you have a little bit of clearance issue on this leg for some reason, but just kind of work it in there until you get it in there like that. So it fills in that quite nicely. Feet, very simple. You rotate this bit forward, And this folds up like that. Do the same thing over here, of course. And you have your legs and feet taken care of. Up top here, you can see here the arms that's formed from the rear of the vehicle. You want to separate these out like that. Unfold the arm, rotate around, and bring out the hand. And do the same thing over here, of course. And you want to make sure that you can see how there's this joint here. These are supposed to fold down, and then this is supposed to rotate up like that. That's kind of like the shoulder armor. And we'll do that on the same side there. Bring out the hand. A little bit about the hands. They don't come out any farther than that. As I push against them to try to make them go out farther, it just doesn't feel like it wants to go out. So I think that was by design, apparently. So all we're missing now is the head. Rotate the chest down, and the head reveal is like so. And there you have it. This is Transformers Animated Wild Rider in robot mode. And he is tall. He is actually 8 inches tall. So he's got to be probably the tallest of the 5 Transformers animated Stunticons. Overall, I think his legs are too long in relation to the rest of his body. As we look at a 360 here. So that's one thing I don't like about the robot mode here. Just out of proportion with the rest of the body, the legs are. And the arms are rather skinny. So this is the case where I definitely like the vehicle mode more so than the robot mode. So as a comparison, I'll bring in the Revenge of the Fallen lockdown, and you can get an idea looking at the Revenge of the Fallen lockdown here as to the colors of the original Transformers animated lockdown. So instead of the gray and the maroon, you'd have the green and the black. So this is just a little size comparison there. And I think this guy here on the right, Revenge of the Fallen lockdown, is much better in proportion compared to the animated version on the left. So just a little, size comparison there. Now, you can take these pieces here. This detaches, by the way, if you want to. But you'll notice we can reattach this here. So he has his buzzsaw of doom, and you want to take this piece. There is a little bit of a I don't know what you call it, like a little pin there, and you press on that, and it's going to actually bring out the barrels for this weapon. Now, if I do this on here, it'll work a little better. You can see these spring out like that. They just were folded in like this, and then you actuate that button there. They come out, and you're supposed to rotate the intake around like that, and this gets placed on here. Now, on each of his forearms, he has a peg, and that corresponds to a hole there, and this is supposed to peg in there. A little bit tricky, I found, even off camera, so we'll see how this works. Well, you get the idea. It's supposed to be like a forearm mounted weapon, and you've got the blasters and the buzzsaw. I was able to get on there before, but see, it's for some reason it doesn't want to, even though the peg and the hole line up, it doesn't really quite want to sit in there for some reason. Oh well. Oh, there it goes. I guess you have to have the hand just a little bit folded into the inside of the arm. So there you go. There you go. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, Transformers Animated Wild Rider. Articulation-wise, his head Let me go ahead and take this off. His head just seems to be a swivel. You can see there, it just rotates around so he can look around like that. There's a look at his head sculpt. Nice paint, nice sculpt. His shoulders, there's a ball joint there. You have 2 points of articulation at the elbow, a swivel joint like so, and a ball joint that you can see right there. Can't do much with the hands. You have rotation at the waist due to transformation. You have a lot of articulation, or a wide range of articulation at the hip. Leg can go up like that, out to the side and back, bend at the knee, and that really is all you have for transformation. So like I said, I don't really like the proportions of this guy. It's nice because he's tall, he makes a good display in your shelf, but really I don't think he's really as well proportioned as he could be. And then I also have this problem with this leg wanting to come off like that, and that's just, it may be due to the fact that it's just it's just my particular example of this figure, but that's just one thing to mention. So there you go. This has been a review of Transformers Animated Wild Rider, part of the 5-figure set from the 2011 BotCon exclusive set. And the final review will be focusing on the big guy Motormaster, and that will be up next. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll catch you later.